mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. And we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your road with this, mash up the place.
Hey guys, this is Amber from the Sultan Cousins. Today I'm going to show you guys how to set up a tower hookah. Most of the time when I see people with a tower hookah, it's not set up correctly. So I just thought that I would produce this video to show everyone the really cool trick and basically the whole point of having one of these tower hookahs that everyone fails to do. Anyway, so I'm going to make this as quick and easy as possible. First things first, obviously you need a tower hookah like this one, and you need some ice and some salt. Stick with me because it'll make sense in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the simple assembly. The first thing you're going to do is put the the hose, I guess the hose port and the relief or check valve. You're going to want to put these in, not check valve, purge valve. Most good tower hookahs, it won't matter what side you thread these on, it'll go on either side. Make sure, since all of this is aluminum, really make sure that you're threading it in properly and straight, because if you mess with the threads on this, then you're going to have to do some like automotive quality repairs on them. Alright, and then I'm going to put the down stem into the rest of the stem. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill up the vase with water and ice, and I will be right back when I do that. Okay, as you can see, I have water and ice in my vase. Now, a lot of people, they either put this aside, or they have it, or they just don't use it. You can thread in the stem into the vase just like that, and the hookah will work perfectly fine. But the whole trick of these, this part right here, is actually for ice. Okay, so this part's for ice. Let me show you what I mean by that. Right here, you just literally start putting ice in. My trick is it starts melting because obviously the stem is hotter than the ice is, so it's going to melt. So check it out. Put a little dash of salt on it. Now, some people will be thinking, whoa, that's crazy, and other people will be thinking like, oh, that'll mess up my hookah, but check it out. So, one, the salt lowers the freezing point of the water and the ice, and it allows the ice to get a lot colder than it could on its own, and to let it last a bit longer. Second, most, if not all, at least real tower hookahs are made out of aluminum, and aluminum will not erode or corrode with salt on it. I would recommend, rinsing all this off immediately after smoking, or maybe a day after smoking. I wouldn't keep it on a lot longer than that, because there's a possibility that the salt will stain the aluminum. But it's not going to hurt it for the most part. So just continue putting salt and ice around here. Alright, it's as easy as that. You can put more ice if you want to. I didn't, just because I don't have any more ice, so you know, that's kind of up to you. The only thing is, if you put a lot of ice on there, when the ice starts to melt, it will overflow out of the ice tray, which is, I don't know, it's kind of a pain if you're trying to relax and smoke and you have to clean up some water. But other than that, not a very big deal. And you can actually see that the bottom part of the aluminum, you can kind of see it already change in colors because of how cold it's getting. If you feel it, it's extremely cold. And you know, I'm sure you guys know about hookahs because you're watching this. So I mean, if you have colder smoke in the hookah, it just makes it that much better. Also, I apologize for those nasty tomatoes wow, I can't talk, those nasty bananas in the background. Anyway, so there's your ice hookah. Now let me go ahead and show you guys how it works. I guess I'll go ahead and do this quick bonus part of the video. I don't think we have a video of how to load a bowl yet. So here's a vortex bowl. These are one of my favorite kinds of bowls to use for hookah. If you notice, there's not that much tobacco in it. That's actually how you're supposed to load these. If you put too much tobacco in here, it starts to burn and you really don't have any advantages of using this kind of bowl. So basically, just a quick way of loading it is basically just like how I have it. You don't really want that much tobacco in it. You want, I would say, a little bit over where the holes are in the spire. That's about the amount of tobacco you want. You want to still be able to see the sides and a little bit of the glaze like this one is. And if you set it up just like this, it will smoke amazingly. Also, make sure that when you put the tobacco in, you're not packing it in and you're just kind of loosely, I guess, sprinkling it in. Anyway, so let's go on to poking the holes. Alright, so as you can see, I put the foil on. I decided not to put that in the video because it's not very hard to mess up on the foil, but just a couple tips, I guess, with the foil. You just want to make sure that it's shiny side down, and you want to make sure that there's as least amount of wrinkles as possible in it. So I'm going to go ahead and poke the holes. I like to use a toothpick or something along the lines, maybe like a small screwdriver or a pin or something like that. I don't really like the pokers that come with the hookah tongs. They usually make the holes too big, or there's a little imperfection in it so the holes aren't even. Anyway, I like to use a toothpick, so I'm going to just go ahead and show how I like to poke the holes for my my vortex bowl. I like to kind of start from the spire and then just make a couple lines and then fill in the lines with more lines. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that right now. So I think that's pretty good. Sorry, that bugged me. I think that's pretty good. You don't want too many holes, because if you have too many holes, then you know, too much heat gets drawn into the bowl. And obviously, if you have too little holes, it's going to be, first off, it's going to be hard to take a drag off the hookah, and second off, you're not going to get enough heat. So I like to do, I don't know, I don't count it or anything, but I like to kind of eye about this many holes into it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and smoke this now for you guys and show you how well it works. Alright guys, I just got it started. I'm going to go ahead and show you how well it works. as you can see, it works pretty well. I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to tell how cold it is, how harsh it is, you know, all the odds and ends, but it's working really well. And now you know how to properly set up your Tower Hookah. Thanks for watching our video, well, the video with me at least. Make sure to comment below what you think, or if you have any questions or anything. You should also check out our website, sultancousins.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to message us or email us if you have any hookah questions. Enjoy your hookah.